Assalamu alaikum, dear student. We are already talking about the providing instructions and keeping student on task. Today we have making language comprehensible to student. If you remember that we have questions to providing opportunities for teachers, EFL teachers should provide opportunities for meaningful interaction by making language comprehensible to student. How can we make language comprehensible to our students? So we have many ways in order to make the three ways to make language comprehensible to student. The first way is simplify speech, add mediums, negotiate meaning. So we have three ways to make language comprehensible to student. How can they comprehend the student? The first one, we can attempt to make language comprehensible by simplifying our speech. Foreign talk. So we have simplify register or style speech. Foreigner talk, it means that include exaggerated pronunciation and facial expression, slower speech rate, frequent uses of pauses, and we have gestures and sentence explanation and completing student sentences. So we have different ways in order to simplify our speech. These are ways they present student with the authentic material. Authentic, it means that real material taken from real life, like notes, newspaper, articles, textbook, maps, etc. The second way in order to comprehend our student is add medium or medium or media. Add media, including those are linguistic oral, speech, linguistic visual, print, or non-linguistic visual, picture, non-linguistic oral, like bird, sound of water flowing, and paralinguistic such as gestures, eye contact, touch, distance, way of space, etc. For example, of our students, if the students are to read the authentic restaurant menu and the text, here we have example about how can add media to make comprehend our student. The authentic restaurant menu, so we have a list of food. This text is called linguistic visual because it's printed. Okay, so it is called linguistic visual. It is too difficult for them. The teacher and the student can bring in on draw the pictures, okay, of the food on the menu, adding non-linguistic medium. Non-linguistic medium, it means that pictures. Bring the real food items. If we give them real food item, this is what we call it, tasted and smell it. This is non-linguistic, okay. And if the teacher asks them to write a short description of different food, this is what we call it linguistic visual. Okay, if we give them so these are example about add medium or medium. The third one, in order to comprehend their question, to comprehend the lesson, is negotiating meaning. The teacher can open up communication by asking questions that aim at clarification and confirmation. If you remember that we have confirmation question and clarification question. The same types of questions are useful for negotiating meaning for both the teacher and students. When the student work at clarification and confirmation meaning, language can become more comprehensible to them. Here we have another topic about talking about managing an interactive classroom. Managing an interactive classroom. Questions teacher can ask. So we have this is what we are talking about. What we have talking about previously on previous lessons. In this page is conclusion. to conclude this section on creating opportunities for interaction, the author offers the following questions for you to ask yourself. Okay, these are questions are summarized in this page. In other page, you will talking about, or the question is what can K2 teachers do to create learning setting for ESL students? Here we have different ways in order to give them opportunities of learning. So here we have list of some basic thinking, a list of some basic things that K-12 teachers can do to manage their classroom behaviors to accommodate ESL students. Follows. Keep in mind that these suggestions are not prescriptions about how you should teach, but the ideas based on research. So we have many of ways, or what we call it, basic things in order to encourage use it in your classroom. The first one is pay attention to the social and emotional needs, and we have adjust speech. Use real photos, drawing while explanation concepts. Take times to check the student comprehension. If you remember, we asked them, do you understand? And we have include ESL in the classroom discussion, talking about how to discuss or what are they conclude. Okay, here we have the another point. Assign each ESL student monitor small groups, making them small groups in order to explain assignments. The other point talking about engaging students in interaction, fostering the activities in group work, such as group work, task-based activities. Okay, thank you.